very good morning to one and all. You join me at Water's Edge at 9:15 a.m. on Saturday the 18th of February. Thank you very much to one and all who has viewed my videos. I uploaded 2 videos earlier this week on YouTube. Thank you for watching them. Now this video coming up that you are about to see contains an awful lot, it really does. We have a new fish and chip shop. We meet a family with 2 stalls on the South Pier. Our usual builds, news of a new Tesco Express. Oh yes, there's lots in this one and a great clip at the end. So I'm going to get on with this. First of all, thanking all the viewers for what they do for this channel. Very much. Thank you very, very much. And all the business as well. Well, here's your Sunday's video. I do hope you enjoy. Bye-bye. A very good afternoon to one and all. On this Wednesday afternoon at 1 p.m. with the sun now chasing away the rain. So I can bring you our weekly tour now of the build of the cinema complex and the Wilco store. 2 things I would like to point out from this area here. Can you see the brackets? There we are, the brackets now showing themselves. Now what happens is insulation will be placed over those, and then when the insulation is fully placed, cladding will be placed over the insulation. Now, the second thing I'd like to point out to you is this. Over the past couple of weeks, I have told you that area there, under that telehandler and extending right to the end of this build, has received concreting. Now, that concrete is only a temporary measure. They've done that due to the fact that when transporters and other vehicles arrived into this build, on leaving, those transporters left an awful lot of mess all down this road, and for safety reasons the company has done a temporary job. Now when this build here is finished in this area, all of this that you're looking at will be tarmacked and it will look very nice. So that's the 2 things I'd like to show you and tell you: the brackets and the temporary laying of that concrete. We will now move on to our next viewing area. Just a few paces from my right from our first viewing area, and I can bring you these views here. Now, 2 things to point out: the grey items on the facade. Now that is the insulation, and above that you will see some very good looking white cladding. So we've just seen the brackets, and now I can show you the insulation and also the white tiles that have been placed over that. Just moving a couple of paces to my right and you will see this area here. Just going to arrive there in a couple of seconds, and yes, there we are. Look at that whole area fully covered now with the cladding. Just going to move further along to our next viewing area. And here we are, a quick look at Blackpool Tower and the very large car park that is available here. And turning the camera around nice and slowly, I can show you the vast area here that has received the white tiles. Now, moving a couple of paces to my right, you can see this here.
Can you see that insulation? Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not certain of what is over that insulation at the moment. If what you're looking at, that kind of that might be the final view that we're going to get. That might be the final touches on this area. But as I said, I'm not certain. Perhaps they've used a different colour and size cladding to break it up a bit. I'll try to find out. So, with a view of this possible brown looking cladding against these very smart and sharp white cladding, this will complete our visit today to the build of the Wilco store and the cinema complex. I can return you to our last viewing area, which was these white tiles, and over here this different coloured vertical strips of cladding. Well, that's exactly what it is. I've just been fortunate enough as 30 seconds ago to meet one of the contractors who is actually placing this, and he tells me this is how these two facades will look. You're going to have the white cladding there, and this area here will be receiving those vertical strips of very nice coloured cladding all along there where the cradles are. This is what I'm told, so you're right up to date now. Yes, we have two different colours and shapes of the cladding of this area here. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tour today.
A very good morning to everybody. It's Thursday now, the 16th of February, and it's just past 11 o'clock in the morning. Now we're outside one of the entrances to the Hounds Hill shopping centre, and down the bottom there is the promenade. Now, to start off this video today, I'm going to take you inside the Victoria Street Market. Just a quick visit here, because it combines with the other part of this video. And here, this stall is all ready for all the weddings that are going to take place in the very near future. All the lovely headwear and all the bags, etc. Now, moving along, we come to this well-known stall here, and they're all ready for the coronation of King Charles III, which takes place on the 6th of May of this year. Moving down the stall, I'm asked to point this out. All the items that you need to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, which takes place next month. And here, on parade, everything needed for Easter. Easter bonnets. So just taking you back to the end of the stall to show you all the necessary clothing you need to take part in St. Patrick's Day, the Easter parades, and of course the coronation. Now that completes our visit here. I'm going to just go outside and continue this video.
Our video continues with another look of the fascia sign of the Victoria Street Market. That's where we've been. Now, the reason why we're here today mainly is this was where all the market traders were. All Blackpool market traders that got moved down from Abingdon Street. Well, I can tell you that this huge area here, this huge frontage, used to be Top Shop, etc. I showed this about the end of summer last year, because what I told you then was about a Tesco Express. I'd just like to confirm with you on this day that it's going to happen. Yes, everything has been passed for a Tesco Express to appear here and operate out of. There's going to be a new frontage. All of this frontage that you're looking at will be changed. Now, up above, as you can see, there's a huge area here with also a huge roofing area. Well, on the first floor, there's going to be 8 holiday accommodations, which will enhance the area, I'm sure, greatly. Yes, there's going to be 8 units where you can enjoy luxury accommodation in this seaside town of Blackpool, above, as said, this new store of Tesco Express. So I do hope you've enjoyed this quick tour here with all the latest information. It's going to happen. There will be a Tesco Express and there will be 8 holiday accommodation flats above. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye now. Bye bye. Welcome one and all. It's a sunny and fresh morning underneath the South Pier. And I'm on these very, very well kept parade of steps here that takes you to the promenade. In the background you can see Blackpool Tower and the Central Pier. But today we start our video along the South Pier with a view of the Irish Sea, which is now receding away from the banks of Blackpool Promenade. So there we are. I'm now going to start today's videos, which I do hope you all enjoy. We have made it. We're right outside now the amusement arcade and the fascia sign of the South Pier. So I'm going to take you on it. Here's one of the entrances here. We're just going to go through here to get us onto the pier itself. And then let's see what we can find. Now the first unit that we see on this South Pier is this one here. It's Stacey's hair braiding studio. I'm going to take you in. We're really lucky as we have an invite, as I said, from Stacey, Chloe and Cassie. Now, it's very nicely set up in here and they do hair braiding. On the wall is all their items here. Just going to run you along these here. And now I'm extra lucky because there's a young lady here who has allowed me to make the video while her hair is being braided, and I thank her very much. This is the work that is carried out here, look. And it's very reasonably priced as well. It really is.
Here we are.
And 2 charming ladies here attending to the braiding. But all I'm going to do is to thank these 3 ladies very much for this video. And you know where to come, you ladies of all ages, when you need your hair braided.
Stacey's price list in front of you. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to take you any further along the South Pier today because Stacey has just told me that her mother has a stall on this South Pier, and we can visit her tomorrow on the Saturday. So I'm going to stop this visit to the South Pier today and return tomorrow on the Saturday with the hope of that added piece of video. I'm going to take you to the railings just to show you the Irish Sea, which is receding now from the steps of Blackpool, and we will return tomorrow.
I have returned from the South Pier and I'm right in the town centre now, opposite the Holiday Inn build. Now, it's a glorious afternoon, so I'm going to take this opportunity of making our weekly tour and visit to this build of the Holiday Inn. Now, these views come from our very, very safe viewing area here. And again, at this build and this view, I could show you contractors working away now on the glass walling. And I can also show you these mounds here, mounds of earth, and past that there's a mound of stone. And right in the distance you see some plant machinery there, which is involved in the underpass. Just moved a couple of paces to my right, and this is another very safe viewing area. I'm just going to show you all those pipes that are awaiting to be placed, and a further view of those two mounds of earth and the mound of stone. And I think hopefully you can see those two contractors at work on the glass walling. I'm at our next viewing area now, outside the entrance to Blackpool North railway station, and I'll quickly tell you, I have never seen so many people this year arrive into this town of Blackpool. It is packed. Lots and lots of people leaving every single train that arrives here. Yes, it's a glorious Friday afternoon, so it's going to be very, very busy over this weekend. All the piers are open, and also, of course, the children are on holiday. Now, I'm going to just take you as close as I can to the gates of the underpass. Now, what I can report to you is work has continued this week on the roof of the underpass itself, and I'm told down here, I can't get too close to the gates because otherwise the camera will not like it and won't pick it up very clear, but I can tell you and hopefully show you the arrival of quite a considerable amount of breeze blocks. So we'll progress now around the other side.
We are right round the other side now of this build, and in front are the gates of our secondary viewing area. Now, after this, I'm going to take you back to see if we can catch that hoist coming down. I've been told it's coming down very, very soon. So I'm just going to show you these views here. On top, there's some contractors there. Look, there's one just appeared there. They've actually caught the hoist up. Now, I'm going to approach the gates here to show you the levelling up job that's being undertaken now. Can you see it? Adjacent to the powerhouse, all that ground, all being levelled off. And there's the powerhouse, which will control and feed all the power needed in the hotel itself. I'm going to take you back to see the hoist. I've been told it's just coming down.
Now, one of the contractors here has just told me the hoist is coming down, so I've moved back, and I can show you now this hoist coming down from the roof to floor level. Always a good clip, this. There we are. Lovely little clip. We have now made it to the gates of our principal viewing area. The sunlight is very, very strong indeed. A fierce sun. Going to take you as close as I can to the gates. And as one and all knows, that on the Friday it can appear very quiet here because most of the contractors, they've got a long way to go home. So that's why it appears very quiet, as it always does on a Friday afternoon. But they will all return nice and early on the Monday. So with a view, hopefully, that this can make a view, this camera, because of the strong sunlight, a view of the Silo Solutions tarmac cylinder there, and a view hopefully of the North Station itself, and finally showing the lettering and the motive of the Holiday Inn. This will complete today our tour of the build of the Holiday Inn, and we will see one and all next week. A very big surprise for myself, and it is a big surprise. There we are, that's where we've just left the Holiday Inn. Now, simply moving down from the flying handbag on this side, we can see this here, look. A beautiful fascia. The catch. And two of the members of staff just cleaning the windows. Oh, I tell you what, they've done a cracking job here. Now, incredibly enough, this is their first day of opening. A view of the frontage here. And that's what they do as well, burgers, kebabs and wraps. Now, we have an invite to go into the actual bar itself, and again, very nicely fitted out. Look at the lovely flooring. The seating here, while you wait for your fish and chips, and I'm just going to run you along the ceiling here, because like the flooring, it is very, very impressive. And the white walling here, immaculate. Now, their menu is ever so clear, and I'm going to run you down it. Very, very clear indeed. And at the end, the menu for the fish and the pies, etc. So there we are. This fish bar is now open. It's its first day of trading, and I'm going to wish everyone here all the very best of luck. I'm sure they're going to do very well because it's beautifully presented, and I'm told that all the food is top quality. So there we are, that's our visit here, and as said, I wish them all the best. Welcome everyone again. Now it's Saturday now, the 18th of February. It's just past midday on this Saturday, and as promised, we are going to make a return visit to the South Pier. We are now nicely on the pier, and there's the steps that greets the Irish Sea. And here we have something special, a shop selling all young children, all their items of clothing, and other items outside here. Now, this is where we have an invite. It is Lorna's Caribbean cuisine, and this is Stacey's mother. Now Stacey was the one that we were able to video yesterday in that hair salon. So there we are. Stacey's mother is called Lorna. So let's go in. Let's go in. Oh, look who's in front. It's Stacey. and her smiling mother next door, Lorna.
Hello everybody.
Oh, thank you very much. Now we're inside now, as you can see. Very attractive tables and chairs. Spotlessly clean, as always. There's all the cold drinks there. Oh, we've got today's menu here. Lamb curry, the beef curry, carnival chicken curry, and curry mutton, and the tea and the coffee. The main menu is here, and very interesting it is as well. Look at that. Carnival chicken curry, ackee and saltfish, chickpea and kalulu curry. I'm just going to see if I can squeeze past Stacey so as I can show you the kitchen area. Very, very nicely presented. There's Lorna again. There's Lorna again. There's all the fridges there and all the cook pots over there as well. So you'll get a huge welcome here. So I'm just going to thank Lorna for the opportunity of this video, and she looks forward to meeting you when you are on the South Pier.
It's a pleasure. Bye.
Well, you won't find a warmer welcome than that. Now, I must tell you about what's happening on this South Pier. Now, some of the units are open. However, some are not. It's well past midday now, so I would presume that if these were opening up, they would already be open. There's the large amusement arcade there. Just moving around, we can see the gin garden there, which is not open. Just going to show you this view here. There's Blackpool Tower in the distance and the very gentle waves of the Irish Sea, which is on its way out now. Now, moving around here, we come to the gin house. Now this is open. This very popular gin house, and you can see all the tables and chairs are outside.
Moving around this gin house, you will notice on the left now, just coming into view, lots and lots of tables and chairs laid out for you so you can enjoy your drink from the gin house. And coming up now, this very popular stall here, they do great burgers, hot dogs and chips. Always very nice here. All on the South Pier. Virtually opposite that hamburger stall that we have just left, finds us at the start of all the wonderful rides that are available on this South Pier. Now, unfortunately, I have to tell you that the weather is dry, yet on the cold side, but unfortunately, there is a fierce wind. So the staff have just told me, who operate these rides, that they are unable at the moment to open them. That is why it looks quiet and there's no one around. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the rides now, and we will save all the necessary information for our next visit on this South Pier when everything is in motion. With a view of the ticket office that is coming up, which obviously is closed, this will end our visit today to the tour of the South Pier. And we will see them all the rides and one and all, on our next visit here. To close this video, I'm able to bring you this clip here, which I hope you enjoy. We have a tram on the left on its way to Stargate, a tram in the middle on its way to Fleetwood, and look at this, I'm so lucky. It's a stationary Fisherman's Friend tram. It's being used today as their shop tram. All items of souvenirs of the transport system here available today on this Fisherman's Friend tram. So I thank one and all for viewing this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye now. Bye bye.